Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the Stratus Forecast Weather channel. Today we're going to be going over a few things, including the tropics, which there's a major disturbance in the Caribbean Sea right now that could develop into some sort of tropical storm or hurricane. The next on the list would be the tropical storm or hurricane Sarah. We will also go over a new potential coronal hole that's apparently facing Earth and what that means for the astronomy lovers and for the aurora borealis. So first we'll go over the tropics. So first off, we're dealing with a tropical disturbance. I'll show you the infrared imagery first. So this is the area that we're watching right here. So this is a little convective blob here. So as we play the thing, you can see it's bubbling up. Now what we're expecting this to do is to move somewhere over here in this area. I'll talk more about this in a second. But what we're concerned about, I'll tell you that in a second as well. But basically, this is our tropical disturbance right here, and it's slowly moving its way this way. So right here is where they're marking the disturbance that potentially develops. So as we look at the National Hurricane Center, or the NHC, whatever you want to call it, it currently has at a 60% chance of development within the next 48 hours. But as we take a look at the 7-day graphical, you can see that 90% chance. So basically, we're expecting this guy right here to take a turn this way and continue moving its way to the west. So right here is the 90% chance of tropical development. So now we're going to take a look at the future radar. Right now I'm taking a look at the ECMF model. So currently right now there's nothing really going on, as you can see. Pretty chill across the country. There's some mixed precipitation happening over in Canada. There's this upper level low right here that's dropping significant, well, not significant, but it's dropping some snow here. They just had some record snowfall amounts, breaking 50 inches of snowfall in these two states right here in the western part of the state. And there's also another low here, which we'll talk about in another minute, because there is a little bit of severe weather that may come with this, and there's a little bit of severe weather that may happen over here. But first off, we're going to take you through the next couple of days. So as you can see, this upper level low continues to move off to the east, and then it basically just slides off the coast. And why is that? Well, there's another low pressure system blocking it here. There's also another high pressure down here, which I'm assuming is going to get blocked as well. So it's going to bring that, and then there's actually, here we go, you can see right down here. For some reason it doesn't show a low pressure sign on it, but this is a low pressure, and that is definitely strong enough to be a pretty strong low pressure. So as we take a look at the Caribbean Sea, tropical, as you know, this is what we're looking at right now. So it's just a bunch of blobs. So as we go through the future cast, look at this. It's going to develop its way, and then it's going to continue, and it's just going to spin around. And what we're watching for, is it going to take a turn like this? Is it going to take a turn like over Florida? Or is it going to take this more westerly turn and then curve its way back? Now, the one problem with this whole thing is there's a high pressure system blocking it right here. So with this high pressure blocking it right here, this low pressure can't really go anywhere. So that's why we're expecting it. As you can see, it follows that basic track. And it goes over the southern part of Florida, but it's way too close to call this at the first point. So, and then this is expected to move off, and then it might actually get caught by, what's happening is as we go over to regional, and then, or actually we'll just go national. As you can see, we'll go back to that same exact point. There's this low pressure system that's developing right here, and this actually could bring some severe weather to Texas right here. Let me go back just a notch. It could bring some severe weather here, and this is a pretty strong upper level low. So as this continues, now everyone's thinking, oh, there's going to be big snow. I'm not really seeing that with this, but this is also like 8 days out. So as we continue, you see this low pressure system, it's probably going to get dragged up. Watch it, it's going over Florida. It'll be going over Florida, and it's going to get picked up by this upper level low, and this could mean a big nor'easter for Maine. Now, not in the way of snow, of course, but in the way of rain and wind. Now, as we take a look at the wind, this is the wind closest to the ground. You'll see not much going on right now, obviously, but look at this. This could be big. This is probably a category I'm not I don't, maybe a category, we're thinking between a category 3 and a category 4 hurricane at this point, or a category 2 and a category 4. And then it's going to get dragged up, and then it's going to be a very, as you see there, all across Maine and up and down the eastern seaboard. This is going to mean for major rip currents, I will say. And then this is a pretty strong upper level low. In fact, that's probably strong enough to be a hurricane right there. And then it's just going to move over. And now let's take a look at as we get this guy all the way out, just like that. You'll see rainfall amounts between upwards of 6 inches and even close to 8 to 10 inches down in the Gulf of Mexico. And then up here, pretty good soaking rainfall. Now let me take out the severe weather. Alright, here we are. So this is day 1. There's a marginal risk in northwestern Texas. This is for tornado and wind and hail, apparently. Now, this is not enough to be like a major event. This is just a pretty overall low chance. 2% is basically nothing. Here we go. This is what I was talking about, this coastal storm up in the west. So we'll go over the next, later in the afternoon and evening, there's a very small chance, as you see right here. And let's see, can we take a look at supercell composite? Let's see how good it is. And it's there's some blue in there, so it's a pretty good chance. And then significant tornado parameter, it's there, but it's not great. That's why we were saying probably not that good. Bulk shear, there's enough to support tornadoes here, but it's not much. So there's that. So next storm prediction is, it's also for Louisiana. So let's see. Yeah, right here. There's actually, if you take a closer look, some of these supercells that are forming are actually spinning. It's got that hook shape on it. If we take a look at significant, not that, but yep, there's enough to support it. We'll see what happens in the morning. I'll give another update. There's enough to support it. Yeah, there. Okay. Alright, we've gone over that. Now we're going to Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis. So I'm on spaceweatherlive.com right here. You can find it on the internet. There's a coronal hole that faces Earth. This was just yesterday. So what this could mean is, if we can basically this could mean big news for Aurora Borealis. If we can get one of those coronal mass ejections that happen really fastly, and this is the spot to do it, so we can get blasted into the atmosphere and we can trigger the auroras. So this could be big for the United States. So this is a good sign for Aurora Borealis, but what's not a good sign is if we get a strong enough coronal mass ejection, then we could have pretty much with the geomagnetic storm, we can get radio blackouts and everything. So not great for that. So yeah, we're going to be continuing to follow this, whether it takes some... Oh yeah, that's right. Before we end the video, I wanted to take one more look. I don't know if I showed this, but the bulk shear. So there's enough here to support tornadoes. And we usually get tornado outbreaks with hurricanes, so this should be interesting to see. But yeah, that's really all I have for this video, so if you did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and yeah, we'll keep an eye on this tropical development and see where if it makes a landfall somewhere in Florida or somewhere on the coast of the United States of America. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So like I said, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to never miss another upload. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.